This is Cool Kids Media, sponsored by Bacon, Egg, and Cheese, the podcast. And today I'm bringing you a what-if story. What if a player by the name of Len Bias actually got the opportunity to play in the NBA for the Boston Celtics? In my personal opinion, if Len Bias would have actually been able to play for the Boston Celtics, I believe he would have changed the history of the NBA forever. Len Bias attended and played for the University of Maryland. He was a first-team All-American, born November 18th, 1963. He passed away tragically on June 19th, 1986. Len Bias was drafted number 2 by the Boston Celtics in the 1986 NBA draft. He was a 6'8" small forward but could move like a shooting guard and could handle the ball and was very explosive with flashy dunks, even played against the likes of Michael Jordan in college and actually dominated the GOAT. To celebrate his success, he celebrated with some friends by doing drugs, which led to Len Bias having an overdose. Now, what if Len Bias never suffered that overdose? He would have played with the Celtics alongside Bird, Ainge, McHale, Parrish, Walton, all Hall of Famers in the NBA. The Celtics adding Len Bias would have created a super team. The Celtics would have racked up a few championships in a row. No championships for the Lakers in 87, 88. Instead of Magic Johnson having 5, he maybe has 3. Larry Bird was a top 10 player in the NBA, and Len Bias was dominant in college, so more than likely Len would have been probably dominant in the NBA as well. If Len Bias makes it to the 86-87 NBA championship with the Lakers versus the Celtics, he easily drops 30 points, which makes it harder for the Lakers to defeat the Boston Celtics and also gives the Celtics the edge. Instead of the Lakers actually beating Boston 4-2, maybe Boston wins that series. He probably would have even stopped the rise of the well-known player by the name of Michael Jordan, the GOAT. Instead of Jordan having 6 rings, maybe Jordan only has 2 or 3. Michael Jordan and his Chicago Bulls would have had to play against the Celtics in the Eastern Conference, which changes everything. It makes the path for the GOAT harder, and Len Bias would have definitely dominated the Eastern Conference. I say this because in college, Len Bias dominated Michael Jordan when he played for Carolina. Now think about this. If Michael Jordan dominated in the NBA and Len Bias dominated him in college, what do you think Len Bias would have did to Michael Jordan in the NBA? In the NBA, Len Bias probably would have averaged at least 30 points a game and maybe 10 to 20 rebounds. Len Bias actually could have changed the timeline of the whole entire NBA.